Hello there, friends. Welcome to another. Could you hear me shiver? Welcome to another thrifting adventure. It is so cold today. I'm actually regretting my decision to go out thrifting, but we have to leave the house anyway, so we might as well, right? You gotta go to your swimming lessons. We might as well hit some thrifts before then. Got Joshua with me. He's going to his swim lessons. Hello. Anyway, what I want to do today is try to hit some of the Goodwills that I haven't been to in a while. But I also want to go to a Handmeups, so it's not going to be just a Goodwill day. But we're going to start off over at the Goodwill over on 36th and L Street. Let's go. We are starting off strong. I was just walking by the clothes. I didn't even stop in and look. This is a Free People sweater. And it's only $6. Ooh, yay. Put away buggies. I love a put away buggy. This one, I don't think there's that much in. This is adorable. So cute. Definitely too big to ship. Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, I'm going to pass. This is an interesting little stand. Oh, it's huge. It's got pieces down here. Is it missing pieces? What is it for? Like for a buffet of some sort? Huh. So usually by mid-January, January, all of the Christmas sections have been taken down and put away. But almost every single thrift store in Omaha right now still has a Christmas section. Is it the same for your guys' thrift stores? What a cute little pot. Huge chip. This green is like very IKEA, right? I'm not sure where it's from. Oh, IKEA. $4. It's cute. Cute little casserole dish. Is it glass bake or fire king? It's got a lot of chips. Glass bake. I should have known that. This is interesting. What do we live for if not to make life less difficult for each other? George Eliot. Oh, I like that. It's got a lot of damage though. $4. It's a sweet little print. A little forest scene. I really like that. $4. A gallery miniature. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. That is pretty. Beautiful. It doesn't have a price, even though I don't tend to pick this kind of thing up anymore. It just sits in my shop. Doesn't sell. So pretty. Oh, that's beautiful. That wood is gorgeous, right? Ozark walnutware, is that what that says probably? $6. This wood is so pretty. I would normally not pick up this kind of thing, for like candy or nuts, but yeah, I think that's really beautiful. Don't you guys? I think I'm gonna get it. Oh. Oh, speaking of beautiful wood things, look at that. That's a cool tissue box cover. $4. Sign Dusty. I think that's what that says. Yeah, I'm gonna get this. Get it cleaned up, get it oiled up. Tissue boxes, tissue box covers sell so good for me. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. This is charming. Little lace someone did in a shadow box. I would be tempted to buy this just for the shadow box. Don't get me wrong, the lace is so pretty. $4. I don't need a shadow box, so I think I'm gonna pass. Solid natural oak frame. Wow, that frame's never been used. It's actually really pretty wood. $4. I don't really need a 10 by 13 though, even though you guys know I have a huge frame collection at home. Huge. Never ending. Oh, this is sweet. That is a very old frame. Cute. The Sewing Company. It's in rough shape. Property of... Is Roanne Mock? $4. It's got nails in it. That's so old. I think I'm actually going to pass on it. I know on camera it's coming through like it's in better condition, but it actually feels like it's falling apart in my hands. So I'm going to pass. Okay, guys, now we're at Goodwill number 2. Haven't been to this one in months. Hopefully we find loads. This chair is darling. It's got some damage to the front. $25. The shape is so unique, though. I love that. Ooh, my favorite side, put away buggy. It's kind of cute, isn't it? I don't think it's super duper old, though. $4. Fearless Pioneers, Women in Science, 100 postcards. Well, that's kind of fun. The postcards are kind of cute. Another darling little chair. I wonder if this came from the same house. I love that kind of like goldish green. On the top is so sweet. It's $10. It's funny, whenever I see these chip and nipples, they never have the dip part. Almost never. The only time I see them with the little dip thing is at antique stores. What a beautiful green, though. Shelves are super duper full. Last time I was here, there was hardly anything here. This is exciting. I feel like it's got on an upswing, maybe. Oh, that's pretty. $8. I don't need it, and if you're new here, I don't sell dishes, dishware, or that kind of thing anymore. Pretty set though, isn't it? This is an interesting little basket. It's kind of off center there. Oh, that's pretty. So pretty. No price. That's not usually a problem at Goodwill. You can usually get things priced, but I think I'm going to pass on it just because of how cattywampus it is, right? Found a little cornhole set. They're made out of wood, though. $8. Gonna get those for Joshua. This is such a sweet little print. Oh, I wish they hadn't put the price on the front because it's paper. So I feel like that's gonna ruin the finish. Ooh, very unique little jewelry box. These kind of jewelry boxes used to sell really good for me. I think I sold one a few months ago. $4, that's it. I've never seen one like this with like the little slanted for the rings. That's pretty cute. You know what, you guys? I think I'm actually going to pass. Yeah. Oh, I love this giant clothespin. Oh, and it's strong. It could really hold something. Well, that's fun. $2. Just a little spot where you can screw on the wall, too. Oh, yeah, I'm going to get that for sure. New put-away buggies. This is fabulous. $8. Oh, I'm not going to get it. It's way too big to get shipped. Oh, well, should I get it anyway for myself? You know, I might put it in the cart and think about it. Now we are at Handmeups, one of my favorite little thrift stores in Omaha. Oh, this bowl is gorgeous. It's in their locked cases where like they keep their, you know, fancier things, antique, vintage, $17. Oh, cute. The candy cane serving set, those are cute. I have lots and lots of new things. That's so exciting. Oh, this vase is gorgeous. Enameled brass, though, isn't selling for me like it used to. $20, that one. Oh, that's special. You guys, I'm on the fence. Beautiful. That pink is gorgeous. Milk glass. I'm not sure how much that bowl is. This one's 15. This little mouse is so cute. $10. This stocking cap and his little bunny slippers. Darling. What a pretty little plate. I think it's newer. $3. Weighs nothing. Yeah, made in China. That's pretty. Ooh, brass. I'm almost never interested in the actual little glass holders. $4.50, but I have sold these like as plant stands before. I think I'm gonna pass for today, even though I do think it's pretty. This is amazing. Sessions walk lock as is. I wonder what the as is part is. Oh, it's so cool. Must not work. Look at the little brass on the side though. Oh, it's a bummer. My favorite little tchotchke thingy. Thingamajobber. I have found so many cute things in here. Cute little trinket dish. Oh, it's newer. The colors are adorable. Oh, it's a candle. It smells good. It does. It smells fruity and sweet, guys. Cute little container. This is such a rarity for the store. The store's filled. They have tons of new stuff, but I'm just not finding anything. They have some old wedding dresses. Look how beautiful. I mean, I don't need a wedding dress. Super married as it is, guys. Plus, this is tiny, but I absolutely love this. $50. That's never happened before that I haven't found anything. I love that thrift store. And if you're planning a thrifting day to Omaha or you're in Omaha, even though I didn't find anything, don't judge them based on that. That thrift store is normally fantastic. It's true. Joshua just said I almost always find something. It's true. Anyway, now we're across the street at Goodwill, literally just across the street. Historically, I don't find much at this Goodwill. And the parking lot, we got the only available spot. People are like driving around looking for a spot. So we'll see. I mean, I did find a parking place and we're right across the street. So let's go in. Let's be hopeful. Yeah. Oh my word. Look at all these put away buggies. Have you ever seen anything prettier? Seems to be almost completely all newer stuff. Kind of like how this Goodwill normally is. I'm not running into much vintage yet. Oh, this is a pretty pattern. Franciscan, maybe? Oh, Noritake. Prima stone. Prima stone? Prima stone? It's pretty. A lot of scratches. Oh, another put-away buggy. Ooh, that is really cool. That's brass. Oh, I love this little easel for $2. Yeah, getting that for sure. Okay, right as everybody was flocking that put-away buggy I was at, I also grabbed these little vintage frames. I love this. It's like gold and then yellow. So I'm going to get these and add them to my never-ending frame collection. So they're an unusual size. Frames. Too new. Ooh, lacquered brass. Ooh, lots and lots of scratches though. I'm wondering, I saw online somebody talking about like lacquer like this, that you can take car wax and buff out the scratches. Lacquered brass frames are one of my most consistent selling things. I like to get them and sell them in sets. You know, it'd be worth experimenting with, wouldn't it? I might try it. Oh, are you a matchstick holder? Yes. Oh, with matches in it. How darling. Little matchstick holders like this have actually sold really, really great for me. $4. It's brass. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get that. Some more frames. Oh. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so heavy. Oh, that's so fun. Look at that back. It's so 1960s. Oh, I love this. Love, love, love getting that 1000%. Look at that. Really like this one's too. It's very 90s. It makes me think of Friends, but it has a lot of scratches. I think I'm gonna pass. Yeah. Oh, tons of frames. And Goodwill is another place I normally find frames. Oh, this one's so good. It's like, what is that called? The kind of plastic, almost like celluloid. $4. That's really fun. Do I want that for myself? I don't know if that would sell. No, I think I'm gonna pass. It feels, I know it's coming across nicer on camera, but it's pretty cheapy. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. Not vintage or valuable, but lipstick holders. Look at these. You guys are new. My other favorite thing in my life is makeup. I have tons of lipsticks. I might pick up one of these. This one's really nice. Just needs to be cleaned. $2. Not exactly my thing, only because they don't really sell. Look how pretty that is. Ooh, this one's iridescent. Oh, gorgeous. There was a time that these would have been back behind the counter in a special case, but not anymore. They're just not as desirable as they used to be. Cute. Okay, guys, we're at our last Goodwill out in Timbuk 12. What a pretty pattern. Let's see the mark. Pretty little box. It's got like metal inlay too. Isn't that pretty? What do you guys think? Maybe made in India? Or $4? Yeah, I think I might get that. I think today's the day for cute frames. Oops daisies, oops daisies. Oh, that's pretty with a little bit of metal. It's in rough shape though. That's got like plastic instead of glass and it's coming apart. It's too bad. I could replace the glass. Nah. This thrift store is the busiest I think I've ever seen any thrift store ever. I don't know if you guys could hear it in the background, but it is just alive with people. So far, everybody's been really polite and trying to be considerate of each other, so that's good. Okay, so this is funny. It's a golfer statue. I think he's actually brass too, but he's missing his golf club. So he just looks like he's dancing. Right? $6. So cool. It's like super heavy metal. Little chair. I think this is so cool and unusual. It's very like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, not rustic. Why can't I think of words today? Why can't I think of words of any day? Any day, anytime. But I think I'm gonna get this. I think this is really weird and cool. Okay, guys, welcome to my dining room for Grown Up Show and Tell time. Thank you for those of you who are still watching. I know that was the most eventful thrifting trip that I've ever had, but I'm glad that you stuck around, mostly because I found more stuff off camera. That always happens. I do two big thrifting days every week, but when I can, when I have a spare 20 minutes here and there, I will run into a thrift store really, really fast. And those, obviously, I can't film. Well, I mean, I guess I could film. No, I can't film. Anyway, so I found some more things off of camera, and my mother-in-law has been doing Swedish death cleaning, if you guys remember. She's fine, by the way, but you should look up Swedish death cleaning. It's fascinating to me, and it's such a smart idea to start going through things like, start going through things when you're healthy and happy and decluttering your life. I think it's a really good idea. Anyway, so I have some things that she's letting go of too. Oh, but first, I'm wearing my new sweater. I came home and washed it right away. You guys, I shouldn't say never. I hardly ever find higher end things at the thrift store anymore, clothing wise. In my size, it's almost completely fast fashion now. Shein, Temu, like that type of clothing, which is heartbreaking and usually unworn. Like it'll be like a brand new dress from Shein that nobody ever wore because they got it and it didn't match the picture. Don't get me started on fast fashion. Anyway, but Free People, I have never found Free People at a thrift store, and I love Free People. It's one of my favorite brands, and I'm so excited to find it because I have spent a lot of money on Free People clothing. A lot of money. Free people and anthropology. Whew. What else was I going to say about that? Free people, anthropology, fast fashion's the worst. Anyway, so I was super duper excited, and it was like on the end, like someone had changed their mind about it. It was just when I was walking by the aisles. $6. What a steal. And it's so cozy. The first thing I want to show you guys, I mean, after the sweater, of course. Look what I bought. I bought him. Isn't he fun? Okay, so obviously, at first I thought when I bought him, or I put him in the cart after I was filming, and we did like we had like a congregation get together. I think it was last spring, and we did like an 80s theme. And for the best costumes, we did like voting. And the best costumes, we did like trophies. We made like fun little trophies to give the winners. And so at first I thought this might be a fun, like cheesy trophy if we ever do like another contest get together, like a themed one. But then after I put him in the cart, I thought, you know, he would be really fun to do an art project. So I have an idea. I have an art project that I'm planning with him. And when I finish it, I will show you guys. I'm curious if any of you have any guesses about what I'm going to put in his hands instead of a golf club. If anybody has any guesses, put it down in the comments. And while you're there, please hit the little like button, you guys. It helps me out so much. It helps me out huge. Okay, so picked up these frames. This one didn't really show up very good on the video. Hopefully it's going to show up better now. So it's like gold on the outside and bright yellow in the center. I don't really ever see this shape. So I bought these two, hopefully I'm not blinding you guys, for my never ending frame collection. And then this gold lacquered brass frames. So I've been selling these for a long time. Well, a relatively long time. They sell one of my best selling things for sure. This one has quite a few scratches, but I'm excited to try it. I ordered car wax and I'm excited to try it out. Have any of you tried that before? Will it take out the scratches? We'll see. I also have chrome polish that I've used for polishing plastic that works pretty good. So I could try that too. Why didn't I think of trying that? Well, the car wax would be much cheaper. That's for sure. It's super duper cheap. And the chrome polish is not cheap. Anyway, I'll let you guys know how it goes. If any of you have any secrets for polishing lacquer and bringing it back, taking out the scratches, please share it with me. Let's share it with the rest of the class. Off camera, I got this little album. Isn't this so cute? Let's see, what did I pay for it? $5. And I don't think it was ever used. I've sold this style of photo album before. Look, it still has its little like, what is that called? Stock photo in there. Isn't that darling and chic? I think it's so cute. Look at this shape. Love. So this is listed in my Etsy store, which is linked down below in the description box. The lacquered brass frame will eventually be in my Etsy store, but I like to sell them in sets. Did I already say that? So I'm going to build a set and then I'll let you guys know when it's ready to go. Off camera, I got these. These are not expensive or fancy. They're just old vintage little, I can't think of what they're called, but I'll use them eventually for a embroidery or cross stitch project. I mean, when I have the time. Oh, I used to do so much crafting and now I just don't have the time. All of my creative, like my need to be creative now I use for YouTube and making videos, even though, you guys, I'm about to get creative. I'm so excited to show you guys this. I don't want to blind you with the mirror, but this was my mother-in-law's. It was actually my grandmother-in-law's, my husband's maternal grandmother. It is a Florentine mirror, and it is in the most pristine condition, if you guys could see that. Is it not gorgeous? And I shouldn't be surprised because my mother-in-law is so like, she and I have lots of things in common, but in some ways we're so different. She's so like delicate and careful with things, whereas you guys know how clumsy I am. She's not that way at all. So I shouldn't be surprised. She put a couple of little felt things at the top to keep it so it wouldn't scratch the dresser top. But other than that, it is in pristine condition. I have never found a Florentine mirror out in the wild. Florentine is so delicate just on its own. I don't know if this would have survived a Goodwill. Do you know what I mean? You know, that's something I want to talk to you about too. Like, speaking of Goodwill, our Goodwills have gotten less and less vintage things in them. Like, I'm finding most of my vintage things anymore at other thrift stores, Thrift World, Thrift America, and I'm curious why that is, because I feel like vintage things are still being donated. Do you guys think they're selling them online? Or they're putting them someplace else? I'm curious to know what your thoughts are about that. I do think was it last year or the year before, I did like an epic video where I did as many Goodwills as I could do in Omaha. I ended up not making it to 2. I tried, guys. I might do that again. Would that be a fun video? Try to do like from the very beginning of the day till close and try to go to all our Goodwills, because I think we have 14 total. But let me know if you guys want to see that again. Okay, also from my mother-in-law, actually from her mom, a set of vintage scarves. Some of these are so beautiful. Some are polyester, some are silk. This one I think is silk. It's so pretty. This one has a couple of small stains on it. I've never sold vintage scarves before. This was something new for me. It's not something, usually when I find a really beautiful vintage scarf at the thrift store, I buy it and keep it for myself. This one is so pretty. It's like sheer. Ugh. This one has some staining too from the age. Does that make sense? Like you can see like some yellowing of the fabric. This sheer one. Oh, this one is so pretty. It's so 1970s. Can you imagine that? Wrapped little bow. And then this is like a super duper long one. Very 70s. And this one. So I'm going to sell them as a set in my Etsy store. I price them according to what like other people are selling them at, a little bit cheaper. But I don't know much about this. I have I ever resold clothing? Yeah, I've resold clothing on like Poshmark, but usually just my own clothing. Or like Joshua's clothing that he like grew out of or something. But I've never sold vintage clothing. Is that true? No, I never have. It's a new world for me. She had some vintage brooches too. Now vintage brooches, even though I haven't sold them, is something I am pretty familiar with. 2 of these are actually on the valuable side. They're both branded, like they're marked on the back. Isn't this one adorable? And this one. The only other one, this brand definitely sells for more. I can't remember how to say it, but I'll put it up on the screen, the brand. Isn't that pretty? There's one being for sold on Etsy, I think, was it? Can't remember how much it was being sold for. I'll put the comp up for you guys. But I'm going to sell them as a group, like a lot. These are the last 2. This one is so pretty and delicate. Isn't that pretty? And then like a mesh metal. So those brooches are all going to be for sale. Now, I did keep one of the brooches for myself. My mother-in-law said, she's like, you can have whatever you want out of it. Let me show you guys. This one I'm keeping. Isn't that pretty? I love this one. It's so delicate and like feminine. It's so pretty. So the brooches will be sold together as a set. Did I already say that? And then she had these silver tone bracelets. One of these looks like sterling to me, but it's not marked. So I don't know. But I actually think they would be really pretty together, don't you think? I'm not sure of the maker on any of them. This one I think is sterling. But like I said, I don't know. Okay, so off camera, I got this little vase. And you guys, I think I'm starting to recognize mid-century Japanese like pottery. Because, you know, for a long time I would pick stuff up. And you guys, in videos, I would pick it up and I'd look at the bottom and I would go, oh, I think this is new. I know nothing about pottery. So I shouldn't have been even commenting on that. And then some of you in the comments would be like, that wasn't new. That was mid-century Japanese. It's just so like precise in the way that it was made that it makes it look like manufactured to me, if that makes sense. But I got this for $2 and lo and behold, guys, I Googled it and I Googled it. I Googled it and it is mid-century Japanese. So I think I'm starting to figure it out. Isn't this pretty? The coloring on this one is gorgeous. So that is in my shop, as well as this adorable little butterfly. Little sun catcher stained glass sells so good for me. This one has I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but like a really pretty iridescence. And I paid $2 for it. Okay, I think from now on, I'm not keeping anything. So anything I show you guys is listed in my Etsy store. The little matchstick holder that actually still had its matches, that's never happened before, which I actually really liked because I'm always like, how is the bottom open? I've never had one of these before. I've never had a need for really long matchsticks. And now I know it's because the box will sit inside. Also, I didn't know that you could just buy these matches at the grocery store because Kroger, it's not called Kroger here, it's called Baker's. I didn't know that you could go to Baker's and just buy the long matches. Anyway, these historically have sold very, very good for me. I'll let you guys know. If you're curious about what has sold recently, I'll put it up at the end of the video. I'll show everything that has sold in the last like 3 days since my last video. I got this massive set. I think it's 12. Yeah, 12 aluminum coasters. I paid $7 for all 12 of them. Coasters sell so good for me. What I don't know, I'm wondering, each flower is slightly different. So I'm wondering, tell me what your thoughts are, you guys. I'm wondering if they were like stamped in, the flowers, after the fact, because the coasters themselves fit perfectly within each other. So I think that these were like manufactured, but I'm curious about the flowers, what your guys' thoughts are. They could have been made that way too. These are so cute. They're little like corn on the cob holder. I paid $2 for them. Aren't they so cute? I don't think they've ever been taken out of their box. They actually match that frame that I got. This frame, which is the heaviest frame I've ever gotten ever. I don't know what this metal is. It's not brass, but it is so crazy heavy. But they match, right? They've got like that gold 1960s bamboo thing going on. Oh my gosh, the back. I'm not sure what this is made out of, but isn't it? I mean, it's wood for sure, but I don't know what kind of wood is what I was trying to say. Isn't that pretty? So the frame is listed by itself, and the corn on the cob, the little, what are they called? Do they have a name, guys? I was looking at the box to see what it says on here, and it says elegance in accessories. Never found this at a thrift store. I have found brass stands, like plate stands, that type of thing, but never an easel. I love this. I thought about keeping it, and then I was trying to think about where I would put it. And if I can't quickly think of it, like what thing this would replace or a place that this could go, I'm like, no, you need to sell it, because I can't hold on to everything as much as I want to. Such a pretty little box. Little wooden carved boxes like made, I think that my guess is this is made in India, have sold pretty good for me. It has brass inlay too, if you guys can see that. And it's in, ooh, it's in great shape. It has one little chip right here on the lid. Can you guys see that? One little chip, but other than that, it's in great condition. Isn't that pretty? How pretty would that be on a stack of books? You guys know I love to use the stack of books as a riser. I'm sure I have that, yeah, behind me. I love this so much. Brutalist is the word that I was trying to think of yesterday. I mean, I don't think it is very, right? Don't you think it's very brutalist? What do you guys think that this was used for? I feel like it's so cute. You know, it'd be cute to put a little candle on it. Or just by itself, right? On a shelf would be super cute. It is heavy. I think it's cast iron. I'm like 90% sure. This was such a good deal. Oh my gosh. $4 for this copper tray. It's got like this faux leather. I think the reason it was $4 is because it was filthy. It was so dirty, so satisfying to clean. It's got like a panel. This isn't like solid wood, like a panel on the back, but I think this is so elegant and so like mid-century, right? So 1960s. This would be so cool on a coffee table. Oh, I love this. For $4, copper things sell so good for me. Trays in general sell good for me. This was my find. Guys, are you ready for this? It's so good. It's vintage Pier 1. It still has its Pier 1 tag on the bottom. Do you see that? They're like rams on the corner. This would have had like a bowl. I think I mentioned this in the video because I think I saw another one. I'm not usually interested in the glass bowls that came with these. I think now people use them a lot as plant stands, but I think it would be also as beautiful as a base for a plate or even a tray. I mean, this tray wouldn't work. They don't work, no. But the idea is there, right? Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so cool. So it still has its old Pier 1 tag on the bottom. If you can see that, it was $60. Back when we had Pier 1s here. We don't have Pier 1s in Omaha anymore. Are there still any freestanding? I think they still have a website. Man, I used to love Pier 1. You could get such good quality things, right? Back when you can go to stores and get good quality. Solid brass. Anyway, this is for sale in my shop. It would also be so pretty to put like a cut glass, like tray or plate in, as a plant stand and then have a plant. I mean, stop. You guys don't need my ideas. These little cuties I got off camera. I paid $4 for the set. Aren't they sweet? I love this pattern. What is this pattern called? Starburst? Yes, no, maybe so. I can't quite remember, but I loved the little feet. Aren't they cute? And they do have the little things on the bottom to where they can go into a candle holder, like a candlestick holder, even though they don't have their little rubber, you guys know the things I'm talking about, right? The little rubber rings that would have gone on the outside to make it stay in. But I think they're so pretty on just by themselves. Gorgeous. So they're for sale together as a set. This oiled up beautifully. So every time I ask, or every time I mention oiling wood, somebody asks, what do you use to oil wood? I have it linked down below. I get it from Target. It's only a few dollars. And yes, it's called a lubricant laxative, but it's just a food grade mineral oil. It may not last as long as like some fancier oils that other people use, but it's safe. And for me, that's what's important. You know, I've got a little kid, so I don't want to have anything chemically, and you know what I mean? Anyway, so it's linked down below, but it oiled up gorgeous. Tissue box holders sell awesome for me. This one is heavy, and I think it's so cool. I love this like inlaid part here. Speaking of things oiling up beautifully, this was beautiful before I oiled it up. It's walnut. Isn't that pretty? It still has its tag on the bottom. I don't normally buy candy dishes, this kind of servingware, because it doesn't sell. But this, I think, is unusual enough. It's very mid-century that I think that it will probably sell. I think it would be gorgeous to use for jewelry. Like, I think this would be so pretty on a dresser. And you could put your, like, you know, your bracelets, your brooches just inside. I just think this is a rare find. Okay, you guys, that's going to do it for today. I hope you had fun coming along. And Mr. Fancy Pants General Joshua and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Ooh, I liked that
Will
wave.
not pass.
You
now you will.
Have a great week, guys.